This program historically was geared towards serving Black and brown children to make sure that they don't lose the reading skills that they gained over the school year. So we do that through our integrated reading curriculum, which helps them to engage in the activities and understand the book at a deeper level while still connecting it to a broader weekly theme, which will center around them making a difference in themselves, families, communities, world, country, through hope, action, and education.
So I really like to see how the youth take leadership and almost create a plan for their own way that they want to learn and educate, because it's really important for when they get back into the regular classrooms, because they can say like, this is how I want to be educated, or this is how I want to be taught. And so when they see things that they don't necessarily like, they're more inclined to speak on it or ready to take a stand for what they feel is right and what they feel is wrong.
I think the work is important. I think it's connected to kind of these ideas and the ethos around anti-racist work and kind of busting up the school to prison pipeline that the School of Ed supports. And Freedom School is kind of the embodiment of that. So it's just a perfect kind of way to do some community-based work and social justice-based education.
So the most valuable experience throughout this program has been being able to use music as a way to teach students in a more fun and interactive way, just having these chants and having these little transitionings of singing like take a seat, take a seat. I think that has been the most valuable way of showing that education doesn't have to be boring and strict rules. It can be intertwined with music and just make it more fun. Like, it's possible if you actually put the time and effort to do so, and the people that did found Freedom Schools were able to do that.
Because in Freedom School, we like to do things the Freedom School way instead of using the punitive measures that are used in like typical schools where like get detention or something taken away. We try to do more of like restorative justice, or just try to redirect them in a more positive way. Since this is their summer, we don't want this to feel like a punishment for them. We still want them to be able to participate in everything and have fun, so we don't want them to be excluded from everything. So
and also, I think it develops this sense of what it means to work in community. Like for the college students who are certainly the interns, it gives them this sense of what type of work that they can do in communities, right? And that intrinsic value that comes along with being engaged in this way.
I do this job because I like to see the way the kids respond to the things we plan for them. I like to see them grow throughout the 6 weeks, not only in academics and in reading skill, but in personality and confidence, knowing that they can make a difference in themselves and throughout their community.
I have learned to work with students that I normally wouldn't work throughout the year, and I have also learned to grow as a person throughout the program.
Our summer has been great, honestly. I always mention how Freedom School has had a huge impact on my life personally, and to see that I can bring an impact to my students has been the best part. Just seeing them grow, having shy students become more open and like speaking more to us, and then having the students that have the potential to being leaders take those roles have been the best part. And also being able to teach them some new dance moves for our afternoon activities has been like one of my favorite parts.
For me, this program, because it was based in the civil rights movement, I think that's really great because it helps to remind, especially me, that the civil rights movement isn't that so removed from us. I think we always get that the civil rights movement was years and years ago, but it's the age of like my grandmother, like 60 years old, like she was in that time period. So having it being based in the civil rights movement brings that same energy that the civil rights movement had for our scholars to do, because we always try to do like a social action activity to get them inspired about how they can make a difference in themselves, their family, their world, and country. So even getting them starting on that footing of learning what that is, that's something that I really love about this program. They take that initiative that was in the civil rights movement and put it into modern times, and they try to make it make sense for like a 7-year-old to understand and get excited about.
And so bringing it up here and like being able to participate in it is really fun. I really found my passion with working with youth and kids, and I'm going to school to be an educator now. So it's really helped me figure out what my future career is and almost like what my purpose is. So I love it.